program is a U-Record Studios production.
How's it going? I'm Sheamus, and you're listening to the Marked Out Podcast.
Monday Night Raw completed. Recording and streaming software activated. Botches recorded. Smart Mark hosts in position. Moveset active. Cheap pops prepared. Phone lines enabled. Chat board open. Big ass topics set. Rawesome awards in place. It is now time for Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. Rawesome edition. Your host that knows the most. Brody Rob.
Drink it in, man.
Drink it in, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. Brody Rob here. I want to open this show up to, just in case we have a new listener on the YouTube Live or on one of our many podcast provider locations. And I want to introduce ourselves. If you don't know where you're at, this is Marked Out Wrestling Podcast, our Monday Night Rawesome edition. My name is Brody Rob. I am joined by the Maybe Medine.
I'm the Maybe-Face Assassin. Go Caps.
All right. Look how small those fucking sound waves are right there.
Yeah. Turn my mic up.
Are you back to old fucking time? Are we doing that again?
No, what are you talking about?
Okay.
Turn my mic up, maybe.
Fucking assassin. We got Steve Awesome.
What's going on, people?
We got Adam Bomb joining us tonight.
Hey, what's up?
Golda, of course, is here.
What's poppin'?
And Kiera's all the way in the back playing on her phone. So you can't see her, but we can see her. Yes, I know one. So if you've never been here before, here's what this is. This is a wrestling reaction show from a fan perspective. But Monday nights and Tuesday nights, these are our entertainment shows. These are the shows where, yes, we do some diehard reaction, but we also like to throw some fun stuff in there, like trivia and some comedy segments, and just kind of make it a unique thing that you don't necessarily get out there in podcast land. So we try to be a little fun for you, a little creative. If you want our more analytical shows, join us Thursday for the Takedown show at 5 p.m. on YouTube.
That's correct.
Or the podcast providers. And or you can join us for what we just debuted this past weekend. The Bob and Rob did the Marks versus Smarts, right?
Good show.
It was a good show, very analytical. So just to let you know, I want to put it out there for you people that might be for the first time ever. This is our entertainment show. This is the one where we have some fun at. So if you don't like the segments, we'll let you know when they're going to happen. So here's what we got going on tonight. Then we'll introduce the board. So tonight, you can not only interact on the board, but you can do Twitter too. I'm going to be looking at the Twitter, hashtag Rawesome. That's RAWESOME, Rawesome. Hashtag Rawesome. We'll check on the board every once in a while, see if somebody's live tweeting with us or whatever the case may be, answer some questions that way. As always, we've got our dirt sheets, our big-ass topics. And then we're going to do another This Might Suck segment called Marked Out Politics. So we'll see how that goes. And then we're going to do a new segment called Who Are You? Who Are You? Who? Thank you, Steve.
Who?
Fuck you, Medine and Golda and Adam, for not helping me with that.
My headphones don't work.
I was moving my clipboard off the table because you don't like clipboards.
What do you mean your headphones don't work?
I don't know. They're plugged into the jack. They're not working. I can't hear shit.
The main jack.
You know, it's probably some stupid, simple little thing that you can't figure out that I can figure in 2 seconds.
Probably. I'll take that bet.
Okay. So we're going to have that. Our Rawesome Awards, as always.
Audio only. It's that. What's going on here?
It's not. Okay. What's that?
No,
I didn't turn the damn screen on yet.
I pointed at you.
Oh, sorry.
I
was engaged.
Speaking of making Adam mistakes.
I hate you so much.
Burn.
Again, hashtag Rawesome. All right, who do we got on the board before, and then we'll kick it off.
Cashmere Outside's been here a while.
Okay.
Daniel Price.
Yeah.
Juan Rodriguez, you spoke to him earlier. Green and Gold joined the board just a few minutes ago. And Chris Steichleather is with us as well.
Steichleather, a man with another problem coming soon. Good
no
for you.
Noah right now, or Hitman. Or anything.
Noah's on vacation this week.
That's
he went
right.
camping or something.
So we're going to have some intellectual talk. And yeah, too bad we're not having trivia tonight. No one.
Oh, it would have been fun.
It would have been a lot of fun. Okay, let's go ahead and do some of this.
Housekeeping.
Come back later, please.
Here are your Marked Out Wrestling housekeeping notes and weekly schedule. Monday nights at 11:30 p.m. Join us for Monday Night Rawesome. Tuesday nights at 10:15 p.m. is Marked Out. The weekly Takedown. Thursdays at 5 p.m. where Brian, Golda, and Rhodey will react and review to the NXT broadcast on the WWE Network. Showtimes are for live YouTube broadcasts. All podcast versions will be available the next day on various podcast providers. Upcoming WWE weekly pay-per-view specials, and marked out shorts like Rhodey's Rant, Smarts vs. Marks, The Power Slam Dance Show, and Indie McIndie Face will be announced as they are scheduled. Feel free to join us on our exclusive Bubba Radio Army Network show, The Weekly Squash. Visit BubbaRadioArmy.com for listings. Keep the conversation going on Twitter using the handle @SmartMarkShow. You can call our fan line 704-444-0084 or send us an email, markedoutpodcast@gmail.com. Visit markedoutwrestling.com for all other social media networks. Get connected. Get connected. Get connected. Get connected. Get connected.
Go away.
Oh my God!
I said no. Okay, I clean.
No, get out of here.
I stick finger in your mouth. Housekeeping.
Okay.
Okay.
And as we always do here on Monday Night Raw, so before anything happens, let's comb the rumor mills and the gossip farms of the intranet with the oldest reporter ever.
Should be like a typewriter sound in the background.
Tick, 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 tick. Stone Age Steve, awesome.
All right, well, the big bombshell today was obviously this story. Bray Wyatt's wife has filed for divorce, and it's all because she alleged she's having an affair with JoJo.
She's having an affair with JoJo?
No, not she. He is. My bad. That would have been kind of weird, too. But her lawyer said that he obtained phone records showing that Wyatt is maintaining a constant contact with JoJo, so that's one of the...
What does Wyatt's wife look like? Is that an upgrade? I mean, I
Samantha
assume it is
Rotunda.
based on what JoJo looked like.
You can Google that.
Google me, baby. Google me, baby. Google me, baby.
So that's interesting tonight.
Yeah, I missed the whole thing. But go ahead.
Then from Cage Side Seats, The Undertaker might not be retired, but won't be wrestling again because Tom Phillips kind of hinted at it.
Who?
That he possibly retired.
Who did?
Michael Cole did. I'm sorry. On-air reference that Roman Reigns possibly retired The Undertaker.
They've been saying that, though, since Mania. That's
and
not...
it makes sense. If you're going to get inducted in the Hall of Fame, he could probably have some kind of program after that.
Yeah, I've heard the rumors about him maybe taking a backstage role.
Yeah.
A backstage role, that's
Right.
cool. Anything on camera, I don't want.
Right.
I don't want it at all. At all.
Not even like a corporate taker.
No.
Nothing
way.
like that.
No.
No.
Corporate Kane,
No.
no, not.
No,
corporate
They've
Kane.
already almost ruined his legacy with that last match.
Yeah, he finished his career as the Mystique, as the mysterious Undertaker, the dark angel, if you want, whatever you want to call
Right.
it. They finished his career with that. Keep it that way forever. Don't bring him back and do a Kane fucking thing with him. That
Plus
was,
leaving his basically uniform in the ring.
yeah, he's done.
Oh, and the Wookiee's back on the board.
Hey, Wookie.
Yo.
All right. Happy to see you.
Mark Henry has played a role in bringing Braun Strowman, Rich Swann, and Apollo Crews to WWE. Not many people, I guess, have heard about this.
Who?
Mark Henry. Of all people.
Happy birthday, by the way.
He's pretty good at scouting, apparently, and spotting talent because they're all pretty decent. So
I know.
maybe that's something to.
If you look at the NXT ranks, I know Bianca Belair, the one with the long ponytail.
He recommended her too.
Yeah, he reached out to her. She was a college athlete and reached out to her and got her involved. So yeah, he is a. I don't know if he's a paid recruiter, but he's definitely got Vince's ear when it comes to talent.
I think he's trying to earn them checks he's getting for doing nothing.
He's 46 today.
46, really, Mark Henry?
Yeah.
He looks
Happy
good.
birthday.
Black don't crack. You know,
It just eventually breaks.
Not his hairline, though.
Usually in their 50s.
that makes no sense.
Speaking of
Fried
Bianca,
Kiera slap him.
Fried chicken.
She ain't paying no attention.
Speaking of Bianca Belair, per Johnny Kane at Sportskeeda, WWE rules
Horrible.
news, the NXT superstars were engaged. He congratulated
Who?
Montez Ford and her.
Oh yeah, Bianca.
Congratulated them, and he said that he pointed out that they're wasted talent right now. They should be on a mid card level or higher.
Who did all this?
This guy, Johnny Payne at Sportskeeda.
Okay.
So
Yeah, they are. I've seen them live, and they're fabulous, fabulous talent. And yeah,
I
congratulations.
love the ponytail
he
whip.
thinks they should
Yeah,
be on
it's great.
the main program.
Oh, they should be.
Yeah, but a lot of Sportskeeda stuff, you have to kind of filter it because they have a lot of
Yeah, they have a
bullshit.
lot of writers.
But then you have to sift through it and
That's
find
why
the
that was
good stuff.
interesting. Right,
The
right.
thing is that they're new and they're working their ranks up even to get that notoriety already. It says a lot.
You got a new age Charmel and Booker, but just with a more talented Charmel.
Right.
Yeah, no dig on Charmel there.
Yeah, she was a Nitro girl.
Yeah.
I mean,
she had it going on.
yeah,
She did her damn thing.
that booty though.
I'm not going out. Booker's a big boy. I ain't saying
Oh, okay.
shit.
Come on,
times.
he's getting ready for political office. He's not going to hurt you.
Right. He's going to beat my ass 5 times.
5 times.
I mean, he is a felon, so you never know.
Wow. All right. Let
That
it
was
go, Gold.
horrible.
No worse than anything than the diatribe you just had about black don't crack. Are you serious?
I mean,
talking about
he is
Kentucky
a
Fried
convicted felon. It's not. It's a fact. He is.
No, you're right. You're right. But, way to, never let him forget about his mistake he made.
I mean, nobody else lets anybody else forget, so why should he be exempt?
Stevie.
Impact Wrestling Slammiversary coming up, and guess who
Brassers.
is going to be in it?
Who?
D'Angelo Williams.
D'Angelo Williams,
The ex-Steeler and Carolina Panther
He's
running
going to be in
back.
Slam.
I don't know in what
Slammiversary?
capacity, but he's going to wrestle.
At
Both
TNA?
Rob and I know him.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody signed him this year because he's a 33-year-old running back.
had
Yeah,
meetings with Jeff
who was
Jarrett.
still fucking kicking in yards fucking at the end as a number 2 guy.
Curious to
Yeah,
see what that's going to be like.
When
Yeah.
Le'Veon Bell got hurt, he picked up the workload and he kept him
did.
going.
Yeah, he was. He's
Yeah.
good.
I
So
think
he's unsigned.
he's unsigned.
Right.
Really?
So he's with Impact now. But yeah, me and Adam both know I've done charity
He
events
loves
for
wrestling.
him.
He's
I
cool.
met him. I watched actually WrestleMania 24 with him
I
at
sang his
Buffalo Wild
karaoke
Wings.
Oh, yeah.
tonight. That's awesome.
Before I even knew who he was.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a great story.
Yeah, I had the privilege of working with him a couple of times. Really, he's one of those athletes that there is no fake front. He is a goofball, and he is lovable and
Yeah.
fun to everyone he meets. He's an
Yeah.
awesome fucking person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to have a morning sports show, and we got to pick every week. We used to pick during the season which Tiger we wanted to interview, and we selected him every time. Both he was our superstar, and he was like the most fun. Even when we cut off air, he would still like kind of talk to us and shoot the shit.
Yeah.
Real down to earth.
What's it called? He's got a show called D'Angelo and Whitey or something like that on YouTube where he just goes
Yeah,
around.
Him
remember
and,
Whitey. Yeah, he took a really cool photo. of
Gary
Gary Barnage.
Yeah,
Gary
thank
Barnage.
you. Gary Barnage. They're really big wrestling fans.
Yeah, they're going to Mania together every year. They
Yeah.
had like a scavenger hunt and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, Kara actually has a really good friend of hers that won some contest that he put online. Like if you doing the best impression.
Oh yeah, he did that a couple of years ago.
And you got
maybe not last year, the year before.
He bought you tickets for Mania, and like I was one of Kara's like real close friends. Yeah, his college buddy, her college buddy.
Wow,
So,
she actually looked up from her phone for that one.
I know. She's like, oh, you talking about me? All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, I went to a free movie screening once, one of those where you get the free passes.
Yeah.
He was there. I think it was like one of the Divergent series movies. And I had these shoes that would kind of squeak a little bit. He was on the aisle seat. I was walking down. He heard me squeak on the way back up. He's like, oh, squeak, 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 squeak. I was like, man, fuck you, man. Come
Sure,
on.
was it the shoes or was it the floor?
It was the, listen, dude, the fat joke's got to stop.
Oh, dude, come on! Just you are just so
Jeez.
improperly foul tonight.
All right.
Yeah.
I have not gotten to release any asshole for like a week out of my system.
He's constipated.
And
I know.
Every fucking like.
Yes.
I have to be so nice at home now with the daughter.
Shut up while I'm talking on my
Sorry.
show. Every fucking protection civil rights group or anything is now going to start hitting us up because of you saying everything improper about race, fat shaming, fucking racial comments. You're a dick. Now you sit there in timeout, Noah. You sit there in
Okay.
timeout. You have 30 seconds.
300 seconds.
Board. Anybody got the board?
They're just talking to
talking
each
to-
other pretty much.
Talking
Yeah.
to Boogie. All right, we went on a
when
little
we get in
rant
the
there.
topics, they'll come around.
Okay, speaking of the topics, good. You done, Steve?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Extra big ass topics.
All right, here we go. Extra big ass topics for tonight's Monday Night Rawesome. And here are the 5. Then we'll rewind and talk about them. Number 1 is going to be all hands on deck. All hands on deck. Number 2, laissez les bon temps relais. Number 3, Randy out of nowhere. Number 4, and then? And number 5, barely legal. Barely legal. So here goes. Kick it off with
1.
all hands on deck. So this is going to be the Brock and Joe segment where, look, Brock. We knew Brock was going to be here tonight, and they started out the show with it, which it was it should have done, absolutely. What got me was Joe came down, zero fear. He didn't do the Braun Strowman moonwalk. He got in the ring, nose to nose, and he struck first. And what is telling to me, guys, is in that first few seconds in the ring together, is there is no size. There's a little bit of a height difference, but there is no size difference. This is going to be
girth-wise.
this is going to be a big man brawl, and I am really looking forward to it.
And they're both agile as fuck.
No, they are.
Yeah. In different ways, but yeah.
So my first question to my esteemed panel of wrestling fans, what do you say? Wrestling what, Golda?
Colleagues.
My fellow wrestling enthusiasts.
Yes. My question for you is, with the can we turn that down?
The baby monitor.
All right. With my first question for all of you and the board is, with Joe being as big as he is, as agile as he is, as much of a professional as he is, and a veteran as he is, will Brock actually work with him? Will Brock actually work?
I think he will.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he'll do more than just 13 German suplexes.
Well, he'll take some bumps and let Joe do some
When was
kicks
the
and
last
stuff
match
like that.
we saw Brock do more than 2 moves? The F5 and the suplex.
I don't know, but you cut off my Steve Awesome there.
Oh,
He was
sorry.
in mid-sentence. You just jumped in like you were better than him.
Sorry.
Okay,
got my
Bob.
point.
But you're a bully. You're
My
a
bad.
fucking bully.
I'll go back to timeout.
Yeah, you come to our show. You're a guest. Now you be kind and wait your fucking turn.
You are not allowed to take a shit.
Where's fucking Stephanie McMahon when you need her, man? Fuck.
Right.
Be a star, damn it.
All right, here we go. So, where were we? I do like. I haven't seen a locker room clear out for a fight in a while. I mean, the security
always
guards
fun.
we've seen, but the locker room coming out, and we were like, oh look, there's Bo.
And
see everybody.
Dash Wilder.
And we saw Revival in both doing physicality kind of shit.
Right.
So there you go. That's some good stuff that came from it as well.
It would have been nice to see Brock F5 1, 2 people, Samoa Joe do
Heath
his
Slater.
finisher, on somebody, maybe a muscle buster.
Yeah.
Somebody that needs to be, fired. So
But-
that was a good way to get rid of him. Just
Yeah,
muscle buster real quick.
Yeah, just injure him real quick. That's what I'll probably do it here.
But you cannot the fucking clothesline he threw in that security guard stiff as
Oh my God.
fuck.
Both of them.
Just laid him out.
He rolled out of the ring quick.
So, Adam, the question to you, sir, is, even though you didn't see this segment, how excited are you about Brock and Joe? Is it out of 1 through 10, is it a 10, like, this is the most amazing thing I thought I'd ever see, or is it a 5, like, yeah, it's all right?
The cup half full, like if the match goes over 10 minutes, I feel that it could do itself justice regardless of who the winner is, because I don't think they're going to let Joe win.
Yeah.
I'm just praying it's not under 5 minutes. I'm so sick of, number one, just Brock being part-time to begin with, and then putting on 2-minute matches, 5 minutes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see a real match. Joe is deserving of that. And these two guys,
Well, this
this is kind of,
so that helps.
yeah, and it would be a top 10 of mine for a dream match.
You know what a dream match to me was? Right there when Steve interrupted Adam. That was fucking
Yes.
gold.
Did you see how I yielded to him, though?
Give him a
saw
fucking
that, yeah.
coin.
I-
Give him a coin,
Oh,
damn it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Here goes Steve. This is for you. There you go. Yeah, you did. See, Adam, you yielded.
But
Good boy.
But people that have never fought Brock, this would be a guy that I would put in like the top 1 or 2 of choices.
Yeah.
Like I would put him ahead of Finn and some of the others. Like I'm excited. I just hope it delivers.
And who knows? Maybe Brock's been on the sidelines for the past couple months because he's actually working out and getting some endurance and trying to prep for a match that might be 10 minutes long.
Suplexing trees.
Right.
Right.
So, doing his thing.
Yeah.
Headlock in
Minnesota.
deer.
I just want to see more than 2 moves. Please, more than 2 moves.
Pile driving his wife,
Ooh.
but seriously, maybe he's actually taking it seriously. Paulie and Samoa Joe have some type of history. I'm not saying that he owes him anything because he doesn't.
Not a very public history, though, is it?
No, but I'm sure they have, some type of professional history.
Okay.
And respect for one another.
Well, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Especially because Taz trained Samoa Joe or
Okay.
had a hand in it, and Paulie and Taz are very close.
Right.
So there's some kind of, lineage there, if you want to call it that.
I
I don't think he would want to disrespect Joe in that way by.
I don't
having
know that it's his
Brock.
decision though,
No, it's not. But
because he's not part of creative in any way.
the golden ticket in this match is that Joe is a submission specialist. He's a brawler and he's a fucking slam guy, right? And he can do some chain wrestling. This gives Brock an opportunity to, even though it's wrestling, to get back to his kind of UFC style, where he
And didn't he break Hunter's arm with that style?
He
I wasn't
broke
watching-
it, yes.
Yeah, he broke it. But,
Kayfabe.
but it allows him to do some more submission moves that he may
Right.
have done in
Some like
UFC.
remember when against the Undertaker, that kind of thing.
Right.
The
back then?
Kimura.
Yeah.
Right,
Kimura.
some more striking moves,
Right.
And he'll still obviously do the Suplex City, but I think it'll be good to go.
Yeah, he's a heavier guy. You can't suplex him as many times.
yeah, he's
Oh, yeah,
probably
and-
only going to get maybe 7 or 8.
Maybe that's what it is, Medine. He got the endurance because he knows that it's going to take more out of him to give him that many.
Exactly.
It's like I can do 15 Jaeger bombs at tequila. I'm only like 5.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so let's. We got 3 people looking at boards. What do you think on the board?
Referring to all this, Chris Steichleather said this was just like the Lesnar Undertaker recycle brawl, but I like Joe's fearlessness. Then Daniel Price said Lesnar was legit pissed off that Joe got him right in the face. I saw that kick too. That was pretty pissed. I would have been pissed too. Lesnar hates getting hit in the face.
Yeah,
and
fuck him.
That was his weak spot. You could tell he was kind of legit pissed when you come out of the ring for a while there.
Cry me a river.
Christopher Steichleather says it was kind of role reversal from Kurt Angle's debut against Joe in TNA because Kurt came down to the ring, no fear, and went right at Joe.
Going back to Steve real quick, when Steve was reading the board there, I don't know who it was, said that about the kick to the face. And I wish Brian was here to kind of answer this question.
Daniel Price.
Of course it was the new upload test.
Welcome, Big Brother Bruce.
Hey, Big Brother Bruce. So what was I talking about? Oh, the kick to the face.
What was I talking about?
I wish I had Brian here, who has in-ring experience, that could answer this question. But I imagine somebody like Brock and Joe getting tangled up, that one of them might want to throw a stiff, real little throw here and there, just to put some real juice into the story.
Yeah, some of those shoulder blocks were real stiff.
Yeah.
I mean, Joe is capable of strong style. Maybe they tell them this is going to be a strong style match.
Well, I don't think it's going to be a strong style match. Will there be
clash of these Titans? Why not?
Will there be strong style in the match? Yes, but I don't think it'll be a strong.
Oh, you're saying the whole thing? Okay.
Yeah, the whole thing's not.
Well, they got to have WWE rules applying too.
Well, yeah, obviously, but I just.
Duh.
You fucking both of you just killed my fucking point. You two combined now are the assholes.
I like Stevie. I yield to him.
I like Stevie too. Now, I think you're working together. You got some fucking
like your bullshit trivia from like 6 months ago.
That was he fucking won it fair and square.
I still think you have never admitted to it off the air, but
you gotta listen back.
You say he brought that old shit up?
Yeah, he did. He ain't got nothing. He old shit. That's all he talks about.
That old shit.
2.
Number 2.
I'm gonna make the rift like with Miz and Maurice between the two of you.
Yeah.
Go back and listen to those shows, guys.
Number 2, laissez les bon temps rouler.
Exactly.
In the vault.
Yes. So we saw Elias Sampson, who I just absolutely love now. I do. And if I see him in a show, I'm going to boo the shit out of him because that's what he deserves. He's a good heel. He fits it well.
Yeah.
And the song that he wrote for Louisiana, my home state,
You Cajuns should be caged up.
I loved it. Loved every fucking minute of it, and so did the crowd.
Yeah, I was really, really disappointed when Dean Ambrose cut it off.
Me too.
All of us were like just waiting for more, and then all of a sudden, and I'm like, no.
It was coming to a crescendo, and
he
Dean
always
cut
gets
it off.
cut off before the crescendo.
Last week it didn't have the same energy. This week the crowd was into it, and so was Elias. He had them, and he had us.
Oh, Joker's on the board.
But
Joker.
he got the win. I mean, that's big over Dean.
Oh no! Look, he's getting his push coming into the main roster is big. He's getting over on a big name for the roster.
Is it huge?
It's huge.
It's huge.
It's not huge. It's bigly. It's not quite huge. Just a little bigly.
Is it cafefe?
It's cafefe. Cafefe. So you're just warming up the politics segment coming up. That's what you're doing. What the fuck are we talking about?
Okay, I don't even know.
Rein it in.
Yeah. Look, Elias Sampson, Bob, I just think you're wrong. The phones were out during the song. The crowd was into him. He was getting heel booze.
Right.
He's getting heel heat. He's going to be good to go moving forward.
Dude, I love Samson. I can't wait for a shirt. I'm going to buy it.
And
as soon as he comes out with a shirt, I'm buying it.
And his backstage character is kind of fun, like Dean, like what he's doing in his antics backstage.
Of course, he had to compare somebody to Dean.
He worked with Dean tonight.
Just love it. Why don't you just marry him if you love him?
Dean
so
put him over tonight.
I know.
mean, there's a lot of comparison
I
for
bet
tonight.
you wish Dean would put you over, don't you?
No, but I'll
you
take his
mean
wife.
bend him over?
Yeah, that's what I meant, Gold. It was implied.
No.
Way to catch
We
on
have to
there.
make sure we say it, though.
All right.
Samoa Troll.
3.
That was barely good.
Samoa Troll on the board, huh? All right, so I see Juan, I see Joker, Big Brother Bruce, who's with us. So that's awesome. Is somebody asking Noah, or Big Brother Bruce, Noah's question?
Oh,
no, he just
Noah's not here.
He answered, and Noah's not even here.
Noah's not here.
No, I told somebody to ask it for Noah since Noah's not here.
Oh.
But apparently he knew, so either he's a real person
Yeah.
or it's one of our normal people that's
Change
got a
your
different
name.
name.
So number 3, Randy out of nowhere. During the Bray,
That was insane.
During the Bray Wyatt little "I'm here" and then "Dop," and they do the little flash video package to bring him out. Medine pointed out that there's a whole bunch of Randy Orton in that flash.
Of course, I would see that. Maybe I was just hallucinating.
So
Did anyone else see that? Because that's what I saw.
I saw it. No,
I was looking at you because you were talking to me.
I definitely-
So I didn't see shit.
I
Because
saw.
I'm so sexy.
I had to change a diaper.
So here was the thought process. So now we know that Bray and JoJo are doing the beast with two backs, right? Mm-hmm. So we know that, and we know that Randy used to have some fun with JoJo.
yeah.
So, and we know that Bray just got doing a program with
Randy.
With Randy. So either one of two scenarios. Either one, they got close and that was kind of a fist bump.
They shared stories.
Right.
They're Eskimo brothers now.
Or they were
Tunnel buddies.
Or this is a total dig at him, like, yeah, look what I got right now.
Tunnel buddies.
Yeah, tunnel buddies. Oh,
Only they would get that.
Or
and
they
if you know
exchanged
about-
Terminator poses.
right.
Now, Randy was apparently rumored to have been in a relationship with JoJo, a
Right.
couple years back before he was
Rumored.
with. Yeah, a few years.
We're
back,
not implying
so-
he cheated.
No,
right?
exactly. We're not implying that at all.
But I don't see any other reason why Randy would be highlighted in
Right?
that little
Because of the Eiffel
transition.
Tower.
Yeah, it's got to be. I visited your igloo as well.
So that happened, and then Bray talked again.
Finger cuffs.
Hey, WWE, WWE. I want to tell you something. This is me being real with you, Vince. Whoever else is writing or creative, whatever. This is me being real with you for a minute as a fan. We just don't care what Bray says anymore.
Because he can't back it up.
Well, I know exactly, but it feels like blah 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 is a segment over yet blah blah. This is one step. He's one step above a Bailey promo right now.
Yeah, there's no shock factor anymore. It's just him.
No.
rambling.
Right, because when he talked before, when he had the Wyatt family behind him, you didn't know when he was going to stop talking, and all of a sudden they were all just going to be in the ring behind the person he was talking to.
It's like a poet doing a poem about getting pussy all the time. That's his thing. All of his poems are about getting pussy all the time, and then you meet the guy, and he can't get ass to save his life. It's like, don't do poetry about getting pussy if you're not going to get some pussy.
When you compare him to a poet, I'm thinking like open mic night. Like the first week you see him up there,
Right.
you're like, wow, this guy's good. The second week you're like, okay. And then like by the fifth show, you're like,
Yeah, and
this guy sucks.
I make the comparison, Golda, because he is very poetic in his words, but there's just like, if you can't live the poetry, don't say the poetry.
Yeah.
The
It's
Wookiee
been squashed too many times.
the Wookiee just said that JoJo's sister Abigail. He was kidding, but that's pretty funny.
Well, I wonder if she's like, call me Sister Abigail.
So does he kiss his forehead after? Never mind.
Do they do those videos where the stepsister and never mind? We'll leave that one alone.
All
too.
right.
Rocking chair.
Brazzlers. All right.
And number 4.
Anyway, so let's finish.
That's like your third reference to Brazzers. Are you watching a lot of porn?
No, I'm fucking with Steve because we've been.
so we're going to be like Joey Ryan.
Every once in a while, we'll do a picture and we'll post it up, and it's something funny from like either a live shot or something we
John
put together.
Estrada suggested.
John Estrada, and now everybody's like, "Hey, can you put a Brazzlers logo on that picture?"
Okay, so we're going to be like Joey Ryan. He's sponsored by YouPorn.
Yeah.
So we're going to be sponsored by Brazzers now.
Okay.
Okay,
Friends
so-
benefits must be awesome.
Since we brought this up, did you guys see the one I sent you that was about Brock and Goldberg?
No.
That was supposed to be like Brazzers. It was like, man rapes other man in
Right.
2 minutes or something like that was the tag.
I remember seeing that one. Yeah. And then you took a shit and left. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what you did.
Sure.
I'll tell you what that means later. Okay.
Hey, Kiera.
So anybody excited about just to finish it up? What the fuck is he doing? All right, just to finish it up. You come in here fucking just hijacking the show and sabotaging it.
I am not excited
The
for
peanut
this.
gallery's talking.
It's just a stopgap. I mean, Seth is going to definitely go do something else, and so is Bray. So
Thank you, Steve.
Matt, what does it matter?
Yeah, what is it? The Bray Rollins. Does anybody give two shits about this?
No one cares.
Nobody cares.
It's a stall feud
Nobody
because they don't have anything else for
cares.
either of them to do.
Number 4, and then, so the tag match, 2 out of 3 falls, a tie,
Why
and
even
then,
bother?
and then, anybody, and then,
Where was Kurt? Why didn't he come out and say, that's not how this match is going to end? Yeah.
If
he's
Mick
old
Foley
Stone Cold.
Because it
if
was
Mick Foley was
past
still
time.
around, he would have.
Exactly. Someone come out and use your authority to
Well, he's
to
too busy with his phone.
start the match.
Because his life's over apparently because of text messages.
I asked a question to the room when the match was happening. Has there ever been a 2 out of 3 falls match that hasn't gone to the third fall? Even if it's a bullshit ending like tonight.
I don't know, board, let us know, man.
I doubt that I remember.
Even like the series, the best out of 3 or 5 or 7, they always seem to go the distance.
I would love to see a 2 out of 3 go right away. It just always, it always go. You always got to get the money,
Right.
I guess. I
I
don't know.
thought the first fall in this match was rather quick. With that, it was an unusual bro kick in the corner. Adam, remember
Yeah.
saw-
Yeah, I never liked that about.
It looked good though.
I never liked that about these matches where they had the quick first fall because these are 2, main eventing teams. That would normally go 10, 15, 20 minutes, but all of a sudden because it's 2 out of 3 falls, we'll let our guard down and you can pin us in 2 minutes.
And there's a lot of DQ times when they do it where somebody will hit someone with a chair and lose a fall that way.
I get that, though. I understand that way because you're saying I don't have much to lose here. I can get away with doing it one time, and maybe it'll give me the advantage moving forward. So I could see that in the story and telling the story. But
if done by the heel.
If done by the heel, that's fine. So let's jump on the board real quick about the main. Let's see what anybody said about the main event on the board. Anything?
Not so much about the main event right now, but Cashmere earlier mentioned about Bray. He'll be released by 2018. Book it. But then, of course, somebody else, Samoa Troll said he's safe because he's Rotunda.
I mean, seriously. I mean, if Bo Dallas hasn't been cut yet,
yeah, we saw
Bray's not getting cut.
What does Rotunda have? I mean, okay, he was IRS. And he's got longevity in NWA, WCW.
Did he do a bunch of stuff afterwards, like backstage that we don't know about?
I was going to say he was a road agent for a little while. I know that.
Okay. He carried Vince's luggage.
Yeah, I just you don't see DiBiase.
Luggage.
DiBiase kid didn't get the treatment that
no, he didn't.
That the Rotundas are getting.
Well, I think he wanted to retire to be a pastor.
Well, and he got injured twice. Okay. He had a little bit of a Wade Barrett curse going on.
But my point is not specifically to him, but more so other legacy people whose parents were with the company. I mean, look at the Rhodes brothers. I mean, Dusty basically built NXT. Him and Hunter. I mean, you don't get any more committed than Dusty was.
Yeah.
And the Rhodes brothers, they've been nothing, right?
Exactly, Rhodey.
What?
Exactly.
Exactly. What the fuck is that?
Well, Cody's done a lot on the independent scene because he's going to be challenging Okada for the NWGP championship.
Goldust is on surge right now.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's all we have.
But it's apples and oranges. It has nothing to do with what Vince. I mean, if Vince is
making mention the dick thing with
Cody? No, we can't. If Vince is going to show all this love to the Rotundas, no matter how well or not they're getting over, I would think another legacy would get some love as well.
Daniel Price says Mike Rotundo is on production, so he does work.
Oh, he still does?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. If you listen back to the Marks versus Smarts show, Adam, you'll hear that we discussed the Joey Ryan dick flip. So
that sucked.
Yeah, no need to bring it back up.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry.
For that. Yeah.
Highbrow. Gotcha.
What's next for the tag teams?
A rematch fucking again.
I think Matt's going to go away for a while because of the newborn coming. Right.
But he already came.
They have. Yeah.
Well, I mean, isn't he going to take time off?
I mean, he only has to work 1 day a week, so you don't need time off for 1 day.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, he's not doing house shows. He's legend rotation.
And not to mention that, I mean, no, they can't end it at a tie. Why would they end the feud at a tie?
So it's another title shot next week.
Great Balls of Fire?
Yeah.
Is it going to be a gimmick match?
Dumpster fire.
I don't know. Piece of shit.
Dumpster fire.
Dumpster fire match.
Piece of shit pay-per-view on a pole?
No, it's a dumpster fire match.
Are you two fuckers done? Your fucking little tennis match you got going on over there?
Stevie's my hero.
Cut me off 4 fucking times in that whole segment. I had a funny line and you fucking ruined it, you dicks. All right, anything on the board?
Wasn't funny.
Anything on the board?
The Wookiee said that WWE will not cut people. It's bad publicity, and they don't want talent to go to other promotions. That's why they are buying everyone.
And Cashmere said the rematch happened way too soon.
Yeah.
Does this mean the Hardys are going away for a while? That's kind of what we're trying to figure out.
Well, okay, first off, to the points made there, what was that one you said there? Was it the Wookiee? What did he say?
No, that was, it was Daniel Price. He said WWE will not cut people. It's bad publicity, and they don't want talent to go to other promotions.
They're stealing. Well, we've been saying they've been stealing people for it.
Right.
That's their new Monday Night War.
You can't have everybody.
Well, yeah, they can apparently, and they can just make them look like
and that's
shit.
why Cody asked for his release instead of waiting to be cut.
Yeah, I think the worst thing that happened to Roderick Strong was signing a WWE contract.
Probably.
I absolutely believe that.
Since taking away the mystique.
Yeah, since Dan Price, since Rob mentioned tennis, is he the McEnroe of the board? Who?
It was on the line.
I played tennis.
All right. Wookie says Cody hasn't done shit on the Indies. He's not a draw, the Wookie says. I know, Wookie's got some experience, man.
Have you ever heard a song called Talk to the Wookie?
No, it has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I said a completely different thing to Golda, and you interrupted with that. You are working my motherfucking patience.
You could just mute him.
So Wookie who...
he's yes and he's right and a little bit wrong. I mean, NWG and NJPW wouldn't put him in a match against Okada if they didn't see that he was doing a little bit. But at the same time, he's not really working consistent promotions. He's going around the country.
Yeah.
Doing a little bit Ring of Honor, a little bit in NJPW, because he's wanting to travel around.
I do want to go to the Joey Ryan with the Dick Slam, where I said on the show the other night that I'm actually okay with the Dick Slam. I think it's funny, it's enjoyable.
The crowd loves it.
Who cares, right? But I did have a problem with Cody Rhodes doing it.
You bring it up, but I can't.
Yeah.
I mean, Cody Rhodes has done
I brought
it.
it properly within the sequence of conversation.
It's his show. It's his show.
Yeah, Drew Galloway has done it.
Get him, Medine.
I mean, Jushin Liger has done it, and he's like a legend in Japan.
Yeah, but Jushin is allowed to do things like that after the long career he's had. Cody, I don't know. To me, it dampens his reputation in my eyes. Cody, I see as a more serious wrestler.
It got him.
Well, Cody still won the match.
Well, it doesn't matter.
And it got him more attention than most of his indie career.
Well,
I mean, the only reason you signed Joey Ryan to your show is to dick flip somebody.
okay. All right, there's number 4. Let's get out of it.
5.
Number 5, barely legal. Steve?
I'm trying to. I don't know what sound. What it's supposed to do with sound effect?
He asked the oldest guy in the room about barely legal.
Steve.
I know.
Steve?
I thought you were going
You
to
want to tell us something about what's on your hard drive? Anything?
Anytime I say Steve, it's because you have a funny little thing that you say about things.
About things.
Barely legal, motherfucker.
Barely legal.
I did not get the bear.
Oh, I
Are
did
you-
not get the bear.
Oh, my God. I'm done with you. You and you suck tonight. Medine, you're cool. Goldie, you're cool. Fuck you both. All right,
Love you, Stevie.
Barely legal, Dean. I thought this was a great comedy segment with involving Miz, who's always usually pretty good at these. I don't really care for Dean Ambrose. Everything he does is kind of predictable, and we've seen this before. And he's slow, and the bear suit makes him look slower. But they did do twin magic with the bears, which was.
So you answered the question: how to make Dean even slower? Put him in a bear
Bear
costume.
magic.
Yeah, right. Yeah. This made me tickle. So look, Miz is great. The Elias connection on the love triangle there, I still have yet to figure out how they're going to play that one.
I don't even know if they're going to anymore. I thought they would have at the pay-per-view, and they didn't. So,
What, Kiara?
Have you guys got enough and how it's going to
Yeah, why don't you listen to Marks versus Smart show, and then you can ask that question instead of interrupting our show. Yeah, I think Adam, Kiara, and Steve had this telepathic line of dickheads right now.
don't come for me.
well, it's
Or as
just
Bob calls it, psychic.
Psychic, yeah.
Telepathic link to Bob is psychic.
All right, barely legal. Dean, Miz. Anything about Miz you guys want to talk about? It was a good match.
Yeah.
It was a
What
good
about the
segment.
rift?
Oh,
I love the rift part.
fuck you, Bob, because I said it. I went half baked there. Fuck you, Bob. I said it. I said does Maurice have a shelf life? Are they starting a rift between the two of them? No, they're not. No, not at all. They're not going to do that.
But
What are they doing?
remember what I said too, though. If she's going to try and have a baby, she's not going to be on TV.
No,
Like they're not going to have her take bumps and even risk it being out there. They don't fuck around with that shit.
No, not at all. Not at all. But you think they're going to have a baby? Who said that?
No, I'm saying like maybe that's why
Maybe it's time.
they're getting ready to take time off or something, or why they're doing this rift for her to go away
That
is
is-
because of that.
That is a huge assumption. I mean, huge. That's huge level.
Well, because she could still do Total Divas
Oh,
even if she's off air.
Renee Young's leaving Total Divas, I heard.
Is she
Good.
really? Good.
yeah, she's leaving.
Good.
Dude,
wait-
by the way, she is so overbooked. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
She's on everything.
I want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out, y'all. Shout out to Corey Graves tonight. Shout out to Corey Graves for his many bear puns.
Oh, yeah.
Do we remember any of them?
Well, I thought you were going to give the shout out for him after
Barely.
getting the hug.
We'll get there later. So we had
one of them was like he was the something champion of 100 Acre Woods.
he was the bearskin champion, or
Oh, the bare knuckle fighting
if you
champion.
guys remember,
He was the bare knuckle fighting
He
champion of
attacked
100 Acre
Leonardo
Woods.
DiCaprio in The Revenant.
yeah. So the
Yeah.
bear puns and references were on point. Well done, Corey Graves.
Yeah.
I like
Thank
the
you.
Revenant one, Steve.
The Revenant was good.
Yeah, speaking of the bear, Daniel Price said, as I told Wookie, it would have been better if Ambrose was sexual harassment panda from South Park.
Oh, God.
All right. We got this right on time. This is actually right on time. We just finished with our big ass topics.
Amazing how that worked
All
out.
right, so on the line, I want to do this first. So we want to start a new segment. Let me just make sure he can hear me first. Josh, can you hear me?
Yeah, man, I can hear you.
Okay, so just hold on a second. We'll get back to you. So what I want to do, if you're an indie wrestler out there and you listen to our podcast, whether I don't care at what level of indie wrestling you're at. I don't care if you're doing backyard wrestling. If you want to talk and kind of promote yourself, we'd love to have you from time to time. And we're going to have you in a segment that we're going to let the board engage here. We're going to engage. We're going to have some fun with our guest tonight. And we're going to ask a simple question. All right. So let me pull this music down so that our guests can hear us quite well. So on the line, ladies and gentlemen, we have a independent wrestler goes by the name of Rambling Josh Valland. Did I say that right, Josh?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
All right. Well, Josh, thank you so much for being on Marked Out Podcast. I really do appreciate you taking the time and giving us a call.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on, man.
Absolutely. So we're gonna have some fun with the board. Josh sent me a video of him, and I put it on the Facebook post. This video was published in 2010. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so a long time ago, and we posted it up. We all had a chance to watch it, and I want to be honest. And we're gonna get to some actual questions for you, Josh, here in a minute. I was watching that video, and I was having a moral dilemma. I was like, do I want to be like Jim Rome and tear Josh apart for this? Or do I want to be kind of like the sympathetic, let's talk about your future and everything kind of role?
Right.
And then I saw it was 2010. I was like, okay, so we can tear him apart for this because it's been a long time. And it obviously was the beginning. Was that the beginning of your career there?
Yes, sir, that was.
Okay.
That was actually at the training camp in Charlottesville.
And now, what state is that in?
Virginia.
Virginia. Okay, that's what Golda said.
Yes. West Virginia.
Yeah. Okay. So what was the name of the school again?
Boogie's Wrestling Camp.
Boogie's Wrestling Camp. That's what we said at Boogie's. Okay, I thought it was a bar at first.
Boogie's
Wrestling Camp. Okay. And so let's get to some just kind of meat and potatoes of you, Josh. How old are you?
I'm 21.
21 years old. So you've been
doing this a long time.
A long time. So you were what? 14? 14 years old. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, you were a big kid at 14.
Big
As
boy.
long as we didn't let Kiera do that math.
All right. And what got you into wanting to be a professional wrestler?
You guys are gonna laugh at me. When I was a kid, my dad took me to the Roanoke Civic Center to a SmackDown TV taping, and it happened to be the SmackDown where Orlando Jordan had just beaten John Cena for the U.S. title, and JBL had the U.S. spinner belt, and he blew it up in the middle of the ring. He dropped it in the trash can and blew it up, and then Cena came out later and cut a promo on him, and I was actually hooked ever since then.
It was that shot that brought you back. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Madine's over here cheesing up a storm.
I remember those days when Cena was just trying to get his feet wet as a first-time champ. JBL's got his little cabinet going on.
The cabinet.
Yeah,
Good shout-out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a great story. Thank you for that. So that was Boogie's was your school. Now I'm curious. Are you with a promotion in your area?
Yes, sir. Pure Pro Wrestling.
Is that they said pure pro wrestling, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What was that, Madine? You have?
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Online somewhere. Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. So I was watching, and we'll get to more of the meat and potatoes question in a minute. But I was trolling your Facebook page because you gave me the video and a couple pictures of you, but I didn't have much to go off, Josh. So I was watching, trolling your Facebook page, and I found a video of you cutting a promo in the locker room. And essentially, and then these three guys came in and whooped the shit out of you. I was kind of curious about who those three guys are, what transpired to that segment in particular, and how did that move? How did that move forward when you had that fight in December with them?
All right, those three guys were Jimmy Love, Picture Perfect Mike Williams, the Loose Cannon Sean Cruz, and TL Shocker. They had just turned me babyface, and I think a few weeks before, Jimmy Love had came out and then run into one of my matches and gave me a power driver, and it took me out for a couple of weeks. And I came back, and I cut this promo for this big match that we were going to have. I was going to get my revenge, and then this is them hurting me before I go in. I got the idea kind of like when the Horsemen went into the babyface locker room and rubbed Ricky Morton's face against the floor, and it messed his face up, and he had the mask.
Okay.
So yeah, that's where I got the inspiration from. And then we went into the next match for me to get my revenge.
Did you get over?
Yeah.
All right. And if you don't know, I should have said this. You had a hillbilly gimmick going, which was fun. I enjoyed it.
Brian would love that.
Brian, yeah, it was a similar.
Yeah,
one.
Brian had
Yeah, kind of. Like I like to rock the I wear tie-dyes underneath the overalls. I have a different set of tie-dyes. That just happens to be my rebel flag.
Okay. All right. Well,
tie-dye.
more power to you on that one, brother. So there's some basic questions about that. We figured out you're in Virginia and where you're at. What's kind of your goals here? What do you? Because I want to jump into the video you sent me, right? And I thought it was a current one, like I said, and I was like, what in the fuck? I mean, it was. Golda said it wasn't bad, and I was like, no, that was pretty damn bad.
Well, because I knew that they were probably new.
Yeah.
And then the other guy, he had some charisma with him.
Oh, no, he did. He was talking shit to that woman on the side.
And he did anytime a big boy does a moonsault, I'm always excited.
Right. Yeah. But it was a very sloppy match, but I understand it was when you were young, and you have since progressed very far past that level, so I'm not digging at you, Josh. But I'm curious, looking back at that match, what is your own kind of critique of yourself? And also, well, go ahead and do that one, and we'll get back to it.
Okay, first thing, I would have waited till he jumped on the moonsault and rolled inwards.
Okay.
That was the first big thing. What else? I knew my timing was a little off. I could be more comfortable, more assertive.
Sure.
And some of my strikes and stuff, I could have laid in a little more.
Okay. Well,
I'm happy with some of the bumps I took.
Sure.
I think my selling could be a little more dramatic, maybe, is what I'm going for.
Okay, and it's cool. And I just wanted a quick overview of it. I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. And again, I'm not bashing you for it. I enjoyed watching it.
I like the strikes, though.
He had good strikes.
I like your strikes.
No, his overhand strikes.
Yes.
Yeah, your overhand strikes are on point, even at your rookie phase. So that's wonderful. Some props to you on that. Samoa Troll, you can go fuck yourself, Samoa Troll. So I want to bring the board in here, and I want to have you guys ask Ramblin' Josh some questions. So
there's one, Daniel Price, he really wants to know.
Right.
Is your dad Misty Mountain Steve?
Yes, he is.
Oh, man.
Okay, so this Daniel Price is on our board. He knows you.
All right, well, that worked. I'm not familiar with Misty Mountain Steve. Is this a big name?
I have no clue.
Okay, well, that's good.
I'll read more as you guys keep going.
Yeah. All right. No, give me more. What you got from the board? Let's give some questions
Let's
to
see,
Josh.
Let's see. Kashmir says, what's the best wrestling match you've ever seen?
Best wrestling match I've ever seen? I'd probably say the main event of the first Starrcade, Harley Race and Flair, when Flair won the title.
Wow, you took it back,
that
man.
Would probably be one of my, if I had to pick.
Okay, I love that. Let's see, any more questions on the board for Mr. Josh?
Let's see, there's not a question. It's when Daniel Price said, if you are the guy he thinks you are, he did an interview with Boogie while you were training there. So that's how he met you.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
All right, that's cool. Well, hey, look, Josh, we're not going to keep you too long. I kind of just want to put you out there and kind of get to know you a little bit and let everybody know who you are. Can you tell me real quick any way that people can kind of research you and find out who you are? You got any kind of website or Facebook page or anything you're doing to promote yourself?
No, other than the Pure Pro Wrestling Facebook page.
Okay.
Which they put the flyers up for all the shows or whatever, but just my Facebook page, which is under my real name, Joshua Cooper, and I have 2 shows coming up this month.
Okay.
The 17th in Montville, Virginia, and or not Montville, the 17th in Buena Vista, Virginia, and the 18th in Pelham, North Carolina.
That's awesome.
Those are both with Pure Pro Wrestling.
All right, well, I'll troll you and see if the North Carolina one's close to us, so maybe we can come out and give you a on a little bit.
Right, and my biggest advice is get an Instagram page for your wrestler.
Absolutely.
And just have your wrestler's name as the title and try to network that way, because Instagram is huge for wrestlers right now. A lot of indie guys that aren't really known, they have 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 likes, and that's an easy way to get out there.
Okay. All right, here we go, Josh. Real quick, a couple quick questions, and we'll go to our fun little ending segment with you, bud. What's your finishing move?
My finishing move is a bulldog.
A bulldog. Who is your favorite heel of all time?
My favorite heel?
Yeah.
Would probably be Jim Cornette.
Oh, that's a good one.
I like that.
I like it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
a
how
Cornette
he's
guy.
I like how he's throwing out all these '80s references.
Yeah,
man.
None of this new stuff for a 21-year-old.
Way beyond his age. Way beyond his age.
He did his research.
Yeah. And here's a quick question too, and this is this is for myself as well. So maybe Gold as well. Gold's work on this stuff, but I did notice that in your match that you sent me, you were a big boy,
Right.
and you have since slimmed down. And I'm very impressed by that. Honestly, I imagine you probably lost a good 100 pounds from that video. So it was wrestling your motivation to get yourself in a more healthy state.
Yeah, it was, and it still is. My goal is this time next year to try to go over to England.
Yeah.
Maybe for What Culture or somebody like that. But
Wow.
I'm giving myself a year goal, and that's just getting in the gym and working shows here.
Wow.
I hear there you get the wrestling renaissance in England. I listened to the Jim Cornette Experience a lot, and he talked about it when he came back. How What Culture was doing all these things,
Yeah.
and it's the wrestling renaissance over in Europe. So I'd really like to get over there and check it out. I don't know if I'm not real crazy about Japan, but Europe, if I can make it over there,
Yeah.
then I feel like I would have accomplished. I would be happy with my career.
That's awesome right there. I'm very impressed by talking to you, Josh, because I mean you're a young guy. You're 21 years old. You started wrestling when you were 14, which is always a wonderful story to hear about
Right.
people doing.
I was 11.
11. Wow, 11.
That match was when he was 14.
Oh, okay. Forgive me. So 11 years old. He's 21 now. You've worked hard to get in shape and to learn your craft, and you've gotten better and better as I looked and I noticed when I was trolling your page from the match you sent me versus what you're doing now. You've been working for bigger crowds, and now you have ambition to go to What Culture's WCPW and work in Europe to establish yourself. I want everybody out there, remember Ramblin' Josh Vallon. Ramblin' Josh Vallon. We're going to be watching you, Josh, and, I'm excited to talk to you. I hope that one day you're going to be a big name that I can say I talked to one time on a podcast. All right? So thank you for joining us for so far. I do want to finish this out with we do some kind of fun things we do when we talk to indie guys, and they are this.
Five random-ass questions.
All right, Josh, here we go. We got some 5 random-ass questions for you. All right, not wrestling related. You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, so here we go. 5 random-ass questions. Let me adjust the music here. I forgot how to do this shit. There we go. Okay, so here's the 5 random-ass questions. We're going to start with Dean. What's your random-ass question for Josh?
Josh, Cavs or Warriors?
Warriors.
The Warriors.
They just won.
Did they win?
Yes.
Did they win the title?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, well, good for fucking them. I'm glad it's over.
Good for fucking that.
All right, Steve Awesome. Random-ass question.
Hey, Josh, since you mentioned Jim Cornette earlier, I'm curious as to who your favorite bands are or music is right now.
The Grateful Dead.
Oh, really?
Wow,
yeah, that's old school.
You are such an old soul,
I mean,
bro.
look at the tie-dye,
His
man.
parents raised him right.
Wow, well done. Let's go Golda.
Beavis and Butthead or King of the Hill?
Ooh,
King of the Hill.
Nice.
very good, very good. Adam, you have one?
Sure, I'll piggyback off Golda and go Idiocracy or Office Space.
Yeah.
Another Mike
Office
Judge
Spaces.
choice.
Who did he pick? Mike? He picked
Office Space.
All right. All right, so I got 2 for you, Josh, and we'll get out of here. So number 1 is, with your SpaghettiOs, do you like to eat them cold or heated up?
Cold.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, me too,
I beat
me
him right out of the
too.
can, man.
That's one
I
of
thought
the.
that was a dumb question.
That's one of those 50-50 thing. Like half of the country is gonna fucking vote cold, half's gonna vote fucking warm. It's an odd one. And as I was trolling your Facebook page, I noticed that you are not shy about your love for the cannabis. So
Yeah, I'm a marijuana advocate.
there you go. Good for you. And so I wanted to ask you, sativa or indica?
Sativa.
Sativa. He's a sativa guy. All right. That's
Can I get a hell yeah?
hell yeah. What? All right.
Medinesboro.
Oh, yeah. I can roll it. Yeah. All right. So, Mr. Again, Ramblin' Josh Vallon, man, I really appreciate you joining us tonight. And we're going to be watching you, and I wish you all the best. We all do here at Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. Please tell your friends about us, and we'll tell our friends about you. Sound like a good deal?
Yeah, man. Sounds like a plan.
All right. Josh, thank you very much, man.
Thanks, Josh.
Thank you, Josh.
Have a good night.
Yeah, man. Yup. Good night.
All right. Okay, so there you go. Thank you guys for hanging out with us as we did that. Look, I understand to a couple of you guys on the board. I get it. It wasn't the most hilarious, fun of segments.
It wasn't riveting.
Your 5-question sound effect sounded a little bit like you tried to do trivia at the end.
I was like, yeah, but so if you were like, oh, I'm bored, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Fine, fucking go.
See ya.
But Daniel Price says that Josh's dad owns a head shop.
Oh, really?
So we should have already known this.
Oh, okay. Hey, look,
Is that how he knows?
This is something I feel a responsibility in doing this show. This was something I really wanted to do. I wanted to give. I mean, we can interview indie wrestlers and get like massive numbers, right? If we did Sami Callihan, we get massive fucking numbers.
Right? Well, like tomorrow, we're going to be recording our first one. We're doing Sami Callihan's manager.
Right. So we can do those and get big numbers, and that's all good. And you guys want to hear Cody talk, and you want to hear Colt Cabana and all these guys talk, and that's fine. I would like to kind of give a little bit of a launching pad, a good space, a safe place for some of these indie unknowns who just don't get the time of day with anybody. So, hey, we're small time, they're small time. Let's work together. That's my plan. So if you enjoyed it, if you enjoyed meeting a new indie wrestler who loves the business like you do, then awesome. If you didn't, cool. Hopefully you just rewind and get to the rest of the show. All right. Anything on the board before we run on?
Daniel Price said to negate everybody else on the board. He said, "Nah, Rob, that was great. As not only a fan, but as a person that hit me on many personal levels."
Well, good. Well, I'm glad to hear that. That's kind of the goal there. Thank you for that. And Daniel Price, you were a good man. All right. So here we go. We promised you that this week we were going to do another edition of.
And now another edition of.
All right, so one more of This Might Suck. We're going to, from the creation, from the bowels of my brain, I came up with an idea to keep a favorite character alive, right? So we all know the political shitstorm going on in the world right now. Russia bought America basically for the election, and it's all over the fucking place. And I was kind of curious.
I was confused.
I was curious. So me, Golda, and Medine, we flew to Moscow. We did. We flew to Moscow. And we requested an audience with Vladimir Putin. And he was not available, but he did send out his press secretary. So, here's your recording. And now, live from Moscow. Marked out politics. All right, so we didn't get Putin, guys. He couldn't make it. Instead, in his stead, we have the new spokesman for President Putin, Nikita Koloff, took our question. So, let's open up with Nikita. Nikita, begin your show.
Okay, good afternoon. I hope you all had the opportunity to pay your respects to Vladimir Putin today. And with that, I'll take your questions. Yes, Bob.
Thank you, Nikita. What are President Putin's plans following James Comey's Senate hearing? He said he has no doubt that Russia was involved in last year's hacking of emails in Hillary Clinton's campaign and the Democratic Party.
That discussion is ongoing. I do not want to presuppose what Mr. Putin may or may not want to do.
The fuck?
Oh!
Here.
Mr. Putin.
Rob.
So again, what about Michael Flynn's criminal investigation stemming into his contacts with Russian officials?
Again, that discussion is ongoing, and we will answer when Emma wins WWE Raw Women's Championship.
Here, Mr.
Nikita.
Oh, wow, he likes me. The question is, speaking of wrestling, has Mr. Putin spoken with Vince McMahon about bringing the WWE into Russia?
I am not going to dignify accusations or anonymous sources, so I'm not even going to.
And what about whether or not he's had any meetings with?
President Putin has lots of meetings. If he has a decision on anything, we'll be sure to let you know.
Here.
Nikita.
Nikita.
Nikita, Mr. Cole.
One more.
Get another one. Oh, yay. Okay, so what about his thoughts on why Rusev and Lana used his image in their gimmick a couple of years ago?
We've never had the conversation. It's a waste of time because he's a filthy Bulgarian anyway. Go ahead, Golda.
Thanks, Nikita. Does President Putin know why Jared Kushner wanted a secret line of communication with Russia?
The only Jareds he knows are he went to Jared and that child molester guy.
Here. Did Vladimir Putin interfere with the elections in the United States?
The only thing he will interfere with is your face.
Okay, another report suggested that President Putin ordered the hacking of Kurt Angle and Corey Graves' phones. Can you elaborate?
I don't have the rest of my sheet.
I don't have my pre-prepared answers.
Mr. Putin has denied any involvement in this fake news story, but he is concerned about who attacked Enzo and Cass.
Here. All right, Mr. Koloff. I've read reports that Mr. Putin likes indie wrestling too. Can you tell us which promotions or wrestlers he likes?
I would have to refer you to our indie wrestling ambassador, Boris Zukov, on that question. But I can tell you he likes the King of Dong style, Joey Ryan's U-Pornplex. Okay, go ahead and meet me with Dean.
Thanks, Mr. Koloff. Has Mr. Putin issued a statement about the protest in Siberia that happened today?
It sounds like fake news. What are they protesting?
They were protesting Mr. Putin and saying corruption is robbing us of our future.
The only people who are corrupt are Donald Trump and Vince McMahon for pushing Roman Reigns. One more question.
Who's his favorite wrestler?
Steve Blackman.
I'm dead. I'm so dead. Where's Noah when you need him?
I'd like to be here.
He's gonna love you, Steve.
Oh my God.
Dana Price wants to know, Mr. Koloff, who do you like more, Magnum PI or Magnum TA?
MAGA PI. No MAGA TA.
What are you, married now? Mary Koloff?
Mr. Koloff, is it true that to counteract Dusty being in polka dots, that Vince was going to put you in pinstripes and plaid?
No way. Red and sickle and hammer only.
I don't know.
Okay. Do you have a Shinsuke moment there?
And scene.
I won't say Cashmere's mad that Paul Bearer had no questions.
Maybe next week, right? Did we get the graphic up? Oh.
No.
No, Rob couldn't breathe.
Oh, did I not put the? I'm sorry, Steve.
That's all right.
I'll just show the graphic. I know you did, and there's the graphic, everybody.
That's actually really nice, and you didn't use it.
I didn't use it.
Okay, Adam.
I'm
Jesus,
sorry.
Adam. Fuck.
I know. I'm in.
I get blamed for everything.
Well, you're bad at everything.
It used to be Medine. Now I get blamed.
Oh fuck, Stevie.
God.
Nikita, cheap pop count of the night.
2.
I said Nikita.
2.
You said one word and Rob's back to crying.
Oh God.
Yeah, hit the button.
And now live from the U-Record Studios, it's the RAWESOME Awards. Here's Rowdy.
All right, guys. Here we go. The RAWESOME Awards tonight. Everything that you loved and hated about Monday Night Raw, we'll have you put it on the board. Just so you know, you're going to start with the LOL Award of the night. So let's do that on our panel as well. Hey, maybe Medine, let's maybe start with you. LOL Award of the night.
I have to laugh, or I had to laugh rather, when Maurice turned away from Miz's kiss.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty funny.
Nice.
It's like you had herpes. Did you take a Vatex?
Wow.
I want to go for a long walk on the beach. Give me some herpes medicine. My LOL Award is gonna go to Corey Graves during the Bailey interview at the end when he's like, "I need a cigarette."
I need to smoke.
Yeah, he said cigarette. He said
He
cigarette.
did say cigarette.
Yes,
Oh, I'm
he
sorry.
Did. He did. Yeah, shame
Might
on
catch
you.
some heat on that
Shame
later
on you.
too.
Just for that, Golden, we're going to you last. All right, let's go. Steve Austin next. LOL
Ooh,
Award.
I'm so punished.
Since you said that, my LOL went to when they accidentally put the Randy image in Bray's intro
Again, I don't know if it's accidentally.
accidentally?
I don't know if it's accidentally. Adam, you got a LOL?
I kind of laughed when Michael Cole said "vintage Jeff Hardy."
Yeah.
I don't think that's one he's attached to before. So
don't do that. Don't do that.
No.
Goldie.
For me, it was when Titus and Apollo were kind of tossing Akira Tozawa around.
That was hilarious.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, his face, it was like he was half excited and half scared for his life.
Oh, man, that was funny. Anything on the board for LOLs?
Gray's needing a cigarette. Daniel Price.
Yeah.
Luke Birch, welcome to the board. He said LOL when he turned Raw off.
Well.
I guess he didn't like it tonight.
Okay. All right. Thanks for contributing.
And Cashmere outside. Corey Grace for all the bear puns.
The bear puns.
Bear
They're
puns.
not the bear.
Oh, and earlier Daniel Price said that we need to name it the RNN, the Russian Nightmare News Network.
Russian Nightmare News Network.
Special
Awesome.
YouTube.
All right. I was just kidding, Luke. Love you, man. All right, here we go. Next award of the night is going to be the Marked Out Award. That moment that gave you a little bit of pop. Let's see if you pop tonight at all. Goldie, I'll let you go first.
I'm going to call Mr. Sampson. Elias Sampson.
Samson.
That shit was hilarious.
Samson. Goldie and the Bear. It's kind of Goldie and it's a Disney show. All right, let's go with Adam.
I kind of marked out a little bit about the Goldust and the R-Truth feud. Instead of giving us a match right away, they keep doing these vignettes and promos, and it's kind of built my anticipation for when they finally do get in the ring.
I was so excited, Adam. I'm going to give you a pointer. I was so excited about the Goldust vignette there. He got sexual. He got creepy. I'm loving the new form.
I knew you would like it because you actually fast forward too far past it and had to rewind to get back to it. You're like, oh, no, not Goldust. I gotta get back.
Yeah, I got to rewind back. I got to go back to that one.
It was early in the show tonight, too.
It was indeed. Let's go, Stevie.
I marked out just the variety of all the different wrestlers that got airtime tonight. We saw Heath and Rhino, people like that. I thought that was refreshing.
All right, it's refreshing for me. Let's go, maybe Medine.
When LeBron dunked on KD in the second quarter.
Yeah, you did pop out for that.
That was about the only thing that made me pop out tonight.
Wow. Okay, I'll give you. I guess I'll give that to you.
Pity coin.
Somebody else has a hashtag Rawesome going on. What the fuck? All right.
It must be that cat food.
It's a cake food place.
Cat food?
Cake. Is it cat food?
Cake food.
Can't be
I
cake
see-
food. What the fuck do you feed a cake?
I see. It says I see cakes. I'm sorry. I see fucking cakes.
It might be cakes.
Okay. I think it's cakes. My marked out award is going to go to Brock and Joe, toe to toe. I was like, this is good.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. All right, everybody got marked out? Let's go to the board.
Daniel Price said marked out Joe and that boot to the face of Lesnar, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Cashmere outside. Marked out Samoa Joe kicked Brock in the face as well. Marked out by Luke Birch, Brock and Joe. And that's all I got so far.
Okay. Well done, Stevie. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Our next award is going to be the botchiest. Oh, I'm sorry. That was botchy. The moveset award for the night. Moveset award of the night. Let's start with we'll start with Adam, our guest.
My moveset award, I didn't really see one out there, so fuck. I'll give it to JoJo for moves.
Yeah, there wasn't much going on. Okay, Golda.
I mean, it wasn't really a match, but I mean, the rest of the card kind of sucked for actual wrestling quality. So I'm just gonna give it to Brock and Joe in the beginning. Well, how stiff they were fighting each other.
Yeah.
I thought that was good.
Laying into each other.
Yeah, good way to start it off.
All right, Steve Awesome.
Well, there wasn't much to choose from, but I guess the only match worth considering for that is the Hardys and Sheamus, even though it wasn't 3 falls, but
yeah,
there's still some
2
decent
falls
spots.
and a count out counts, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Medine.
Cedric.
Cedric.
Move. Set. Match.
Move set match.
That was
Fast
it.
one.
He did one match. He did one move. It was over.
Yeah.
That lumbar check, though.
Yeah.
That's the name of the move.
Set match.
Yeah, that's great. I just kind of I gave mine again. The wrestling tonight was kind of so I gave mine to Neville for the
His beat down.
the beat down in the heel promo.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't fit, but fuck
Maybe
it.
my moveset award would be the booker for not having somebody on the show.
Somebody in particular.
Yeah,
The
I'm
undeserved.
saving that for later.
Damn it, Steve.
Damn it.
Adam blowing his load.
Yeah.
There's a little preemie there, actually.
All right, let's go.
Board?
I feel so the board. I feel so drained after all that laughter. All right, the board moveset.
Daniel Price said moveset, the moving company that will be getting Wyatt's furniture out of the house.
Oh, did we go to the board for marked out?
We did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
And that's all I got so far. In
the
moveset.
movie company that will be getting Wyatt's furniture. Yeah, that's funny. That's fucking funny. All right, so if we catch any more of you guys' moveset on there, we'll see. But there wasn't much to choose from. They're probably all like, fuck it. All right, our next award is going to be the botchiest award of the night. I'm gonna start with this one. The whole Alicia Steve.
Oh,
thank you. Alicia Fox phone thing. Just what in the ever-loving fuck was that?
Yeah.
It's like they took the thing Tyler Breeze used to do
with
the selfie
Summer Rae
stick
and shit.
and then bastardized it.
I mean, if you get mad about the damn Joey Ryan dick slam and you like this, you need to seek medical attention.
Right.
Your brain is broken. It's broken. And I'm going to give an honorable mention to Michael Cole calling Joe's shoulder a headbutt.
Yeah.
Dumb fucker.
That was a chest bump.
Yeah.
Are you surprised?
Maybe Medine.
Those are two great candidates. I'm going with Randy in the Bray video, even though we're not sure.
Yeah. We're not sure.
But
We're not sure. Stevie.
For Rossman's award?
No, botchiest.
I already did my botchiest, didn't I?
No one.
Oh, right. Okay. Brock's lack of pyro tonight on his entrance.
Yeah, no pyro for the Brockster. Where were they at?
After all that time off, you'd think he'd
Lafayette, Louisiana.
And they couldn't do it there?
Oh, yeah. They could definitely do fireworks in Louisiana.
Right.
Yeah. Adam, what you got?
Mine is going to be basically the Raw Women's Division stealing SmackDown's Women's Division playbook and marching all of them out there at once.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, let's put them all in a match again.
Yeah, fuck it.
Just leave Bailey out. We'll get there later.
Yeah, God. She's going to hug.
All right. Anybody else who hadn't done butches yet? Golda.
For me, it is how hot it is in this room because my great balls are on fire right now.
Wow.
Goodness gracious.
Thank you for that TMI.
Anytime, man.
That's
what I'm here for.
All right.
I'm here all week.
Botchiest on the board. Anybody?
Daniel Price, pick a point in that women's division clusterfuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Luke Birch botches everything about Apollo Crews and Kalisto tonight.
Yeah, it was not a good match.
That's all.
They've done better.
Juan said the Bailey segment was horrible.
Okay. So there we go. There's our botches. And as we always do, you know what? I'm not going to play the clip. Steve?
Which clip?
Steve, come on.
What's the next award?
Be psychic tonight.
The RAWESOME Award.
Come on, man.
You didn't even do it right. You just
The RAWESOME Award.
Golden.
Where's she at?
Oh, that's weird. You actually want it?
Golda's too comfortable with that one.
The RAWESOME Award.
There you go.
That was what I sounded like.
Thank you.
No.
Okay.
No, there's going to be no difference in the dark there, Golda. RAWESOME Award. Let's start with maybe Medine.
The Drifter. Who wants to walk with him?
Oh, let me give you a whole. All right.
I just went a Mario star on everybody.
Yeah.
Let's go, Stevie.
The lack of he will not be named Roman tonight. I thought that was RAWESOME. And they did a whole show without him, and it survived.
Sorry, Was there voices in the background on that?
That was Randy.
Your voices in your head?
There are voices. Adam.
Mine is I just had it. Oh, Samoa Joe. Obviously, just coming right out and making us even more excited for this match.
Yep. Goldie.
Mine is Samoa Joe's boot for going right upside fucking Brock Lesnar's face.
Well done. My RAWESOME goes to Samoa Joe as well, guys. I mean, the fact that he stepped in there with the Beast and there was no massive size difference. There was no beat down. It was a straight 1-for-1, and I was really enjoying the fact that it's getting me excited for the pay-per-view itself. Yeah. Golda and Steve, let's give me some on the board. RAWESOME.
Daniel Price.
Yeah, the funny one.
The only one we have. They said RAWESOME. That one really loud JoJo chant right before Wyatt started his promo.
I didn't hear that. Really?
Apparently, we were all talking too much.
JoJo.
JoJo.
Speaking of the chants, that one where the crowd, after Big Show spelled soft, you could hear them, even though it was
S-A-W-F-T. Soft.
It was great. Good timing, crowd.
Good stuff.
Way better than Atlanta was.
Kashmir Neville, continuing his reign in the cruiserweight division. He's caught edition promo tonight. The king of the cruiserweights.
He just crushed Rich Swann. It wasn't even...
He is such a... And maybe this is a perfect role for him.
TJP would come out, but...
Well, I don't think you need that.
Nope.
I really am enjoying... Neville is such a great talent. And he's such a good heel. And we don't give enough credit on this show. I mean, I know we praise him, but he is really doing the job the right way. And I'm enjoying every minute of it. So... There's a RAWESOME. So let's go to Juan.
No, don't read that one. Don't.
No.
You're gonna make the Jew's head bigger. Don't read it.
Fuck you, Juan.
What did he write? I want to know what it says.
Of course
now.
he does.
What do you can't read it?
Let me do my impersonation of Juan. Hold on.
The RAWESOME Award going to Adam for making this RAWESOME show interesting since it was such a boring Raw.
Thanks, Juan.
Fuck Juan.
Dude, he didn't even watch half the show.
Oh, did Big Brother...
Did you give us his email? I didn't see it.
Did Big Brother... He did it? Can you check real quick?
I can.
All right, we're going to check real quick, Bruce. We didn't see it before we went on.
If not, I can read it tomorrow for you. It'll sound better in my voice.
Fuck you over and over again.
Yeah, the Wookiee said TJP can take a long walk off a very short bridge.
Of a TJ Pier?
You know what killed me for him? The dab. The fucking dab. I want to punch people that do the dab.
Yes.
So dumb.
It was okay just in the Cruiserweight Classic because it was just started. But after that, he should have dropped it as soon as it came main roster.
Well, we're especially sick of it because Cam does it.
Well, no, I
did it.
Medine said it perfectly. The fucking dab died with who killed it? Medine.
Oh,
Von Miller.
Von Miller.
Von Miller killed the dab. Let it go, TJP. Nobody fucking likes it.
Let
that means
it go.
they don't like you.
Bad Frozen reference.
Don't you dare sing Frozen. That is my hell.
That's all I know with those two words. That is it.
That's all you need to know.
It's my fucking hell. All right.
The cold don't bother me.
Did you find the email?
I did. You want to print it real quick?
Yeah, go print it real quick. We'll have Adam read it. So Big Brother Bruce can be pleased by Adam's voice. So he even wants you to read it, Adam.
Who the fuck is ever pleased by Adam's voice besides himself?
I don't know. I think his baby cries every time he talks to her.
Actually, it's the exact opposite. Every time she cries, all I have to do is talk, and she is that soothed. It's amazing.
Yeah, or you
just it makes my fucking head get even bigger every single time. Christy hates it.
I hate you. Missing persons report, real quick. Anything for you, Medine?
Well, number 30, not the one of the shirt that I'm wearing, but the famed "Dan you were not here tonight." That was the best thing ever.
I bet they saved on the water bill at the arena too. Jesus
I don't know.
Christ.
Big Cass was extra wet tonight.
Yeah, my missing persons report goes to Bailey's dignity. There you go. Bailey's fucking dignity.
Did she ever have any though?
I thought her character was dead and she's going to come back as something else, but apparently not.
Adam, what did you say?
What did I say
about Bailey's dignity? I used to like her in NXT.
Oh yeah, I used to like her in NXT.
Guys,
This is another example of a great booking in NXT that they failed main roster wise.
This is what happened. Her debut got her biggest pop, and from then on, it's been downhill
because of booking.
Yeah, I have eyes.
Because when she debuted, she had NXT heat, and now she has no heat.
Nope.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Missing persons report. Golda.
Finn Balor. Gone again.
He's in Japan, I think.
He's on vacay. Adam.
Me for the opening segment.
All right, Stevie.
Stephanie McMahon.
I'd
like to see her now. It's about time for her.
Still no Stephanie.
Hell yeah.
We got Austin.
Do you think
Aries.
they return at a pay-per-view or do they return on Raw?
Stephanie.
I guess
Raw.
it should
No,
wait
Raw.
past
Her and Triple H.
Great Balls
Raw.
of Fire. Make it something worthwhile.
I think afterwards. I don't think you don't need them.
I want to see them. I wish the Great Balls of Fire for sponsor was like a hemorrhoid cream.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking great.
Thank you for that. Missing person for Daniel Price is Austin fucking Aries.
Yeah. He's going to be out for a while.
And Kashmir says it too. And Wookie says, don't you dare talk bad about the A-Double. I'll talk bad about A-Double, the nickname. I hate the nickname.
I hate it too.
Austin Aries, I absolutely love.
Oh, definitely.
He's one.
He was even great on the mic while he was injured.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should put him on color instead of fucking Percy on NXT.
Oh, Percy's so awful.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So there you go. RAWESOME Award. So, all right, go ahead. Read Big Brother Bruce's email.
Here you go, Bruce.
No sound effects.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You've got mail.
All right, so here it is from Big Brother Bruce. Hey, Marked Out Universe, it's your man, Big Brother Bruce, a.k.a. Triple B here. I've heard you guys drop my name once or twice, and I've been meaning to let you know I'm still tuning in every week while I work, but I've been too busy with the work, life, and 3 kids under 5. Don't worry, I got my nuts clipped.
Oh, good.
Plus, I didn't really know what else to say besides, hey, guys, yeah, I'm still listening and enjoying your show. But recently, you guys got me thinking about the rosters throughout my 25-plus years of being a WWE, WWF fan. I first started watching in the late 80s and as a kid and until now, so I put together a list of 12 WWE superstars throughout those years, and I want to see if anyone on the Marked Out crew can split the names into 2 groups to 6 and tell me what the 2 groups represent. For the record, the answer is not active and retired wrestlers, nor does it have anything to do with age. I expect either Stevie or Bob or maybe even Medine to get it right. It's always maybe.
Okay, give me the second grader explanation there.
Okay, so basically what he's got a list of 12 superstars.
Yeah.
We divide them by 6.
Yeah.
6 and 6, 2 groups. And
what do the 2 groups represent?
And then we have to decide what the 2 groups represent.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, and then Stevie, by the way, he says there's the attachment doc is where the answer is.
I'm gonna give Big Brother one of these.
And now it's time for a little marked out trivia.
The first mail call and trivia combo.
Are we doing this now?
Yes. No, Steve. We're gonna wait till after the show.
Okay. So here are the names:
Sativa.
Ted DiBiase, Dean Ambrose.
Slow down, dude.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta write this shit down. Ted, the senior, right?
Yep. Ted DiBiase Sr.
Okay.
Dean Ambrose.
All right.
Seth Rollins.
Okay.
Roddy Piper. Ricky Steamboat. Scott Hall. Finn Balor.
You're like a drummer that keeps picking the pace up when we tell you to stop. So I got Steamboat, Scott Hall,
Finn Balor.
Okay.
Jake the Snake. Kevin Owens. Goldberg. Roman Reigns. And Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig. Now it says you can open the attachment document with the answers and a brief explanation, but I'm going to go with a quick guess. Heavyweight champions and not heavyweight champions.
Yep.
Because DiBiase, Piper, Steamboat, let's see, Kurt Hennig, Jake the Snake, and Scott Hall have never won it, and the other 6 have.
Huh.
At least in the WWE, WWF world.
Well, DiBiase, I mean, what about, I mean...
They took it away from the record books. I mean, there is that, of course, he's one of those, conspiracy because they had him win and then they took it away from him and said it never happened. But he's the only one that's kind of questionable on the list. The rest we know. Roddy never won the title with the WWE. Ricky never won it. Scott never won it.
Huh.
Kurt never won it.
Okay, we'll look for that email, man. I'm sorry if we missed your email. Okay.
Wookie, we could read it tomorrow, too.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot
Did you
down.
open the document? For the
No,
I did.
You got to shoot it down. Hold on.
Luke says, excuse me, yeah, I got to shoot down. Luke says, I got 6 have held a top title in the company and 6 haven't. That's what Luke says as well.
Okay, so he's agreeing with me.
Top title.
What is your guys' guess?
You did it so fucking fast, you threw me off my train
I'll
of
read
thought.
it again.
No, I got the list. I'm talking about
Okay.
your answer for it was so fucking fast. You didn't give us any time to fucking think about it.
Well, I was trying
Well,
to give you time to think
I'm
while I
going to say
talk.
that there's 7 guys, actually, though, that haven't won the main title.
Well, that doesn't work.
Who's the 7th?
KO.
KO's won the Universal.
Yes, he has.
Universal.
Yeah.
Are we counting the Universal?
Well, they are.
I
Yeah.
would.
WWE or World Championship, right? That's what he said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Top belt versus
Sorry.
not top
I
belt
just don't
winners.
feel like that's a top belt. You guys
Well,
know.
because same with Finn Balor, otherwise he wouldn't count.
All right, did you open your
Right,
attachment?
he was on my list, too. He was on that same list.
All right, let's find out what it is.
You want to know who's never held the WWE
No,
Championship?
No.
the attachment. I want the answer.
Already?
I got it right here.
Are you still having guesses?
What about the board?
Well, the board is all kind of saying the same fucking thing. They're saying championship run and definitely no WWF
They're
run.
saying Adam figured it out fucking instantly.
Shut your mouth. Adam ruins everything.
All right. So what do you want to know first? The answers.
Wookie, I promise you I will look for your
The answer and the explanation, Stevie.
Okay.
Will you look
There's
through-
no explanation. Oh, there's it below. Okay. But it never held the title. I can give you the list right now. You ready?
No, I don't. Oh, okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So Roddy Piper.
So the answer
that
was
was
right.
the answer.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was asking,
Okay.
Steve. All right.
Oh, it's so confusing.
No, we're very not. But go ahead.
Go ahead and read the explanation.
Okay, well, the explanation at the bottom, and I think these facts show the true problem with today's product. I think that currently the 2 big belt are on the guys that can't help elevate the titles. Something none of those on the list that have held the title were capable of doing which. I think is a good sign of things to come. However, the fact is that most of the top talent is boring and overrated, and it shows how quickly they get to be put back in the mid-card level. It also shows that something has changed in the locker room or within the mindset of wrestlers, and that's not allowing them to shine in the way the past generations have. What do you guys think?
Unfortunately, Cena was very similar. The Cena PG era was very similar to the Hogan era, so I feel that that's kind of where there was a lot of guys that could have got elevated in that stance, but they weren't, first ballot Hall of Famers like Jake the Snake and Roddy Piper and Ricky Steamboat and Scott Hall. They just weren't. So it definitely has a different feel now. The mid-card isn't revered. let's just face it. It's not revered. Nobody took Seth really seriously until he won the big belt. Nobody took any of these guys really seriously. That's why we don't take Bray Wyatt seriously.
Okay. That's a great email, Big Brother Bruce.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Appreciate that.
Way to contribute for our trivia tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Wookie, I just looked in the email. I did not see it anywhere, so I'm not sure if you DM'd it or if it got lost somewhere, but please resend it. Marked out podcast at gmail.com because I do want to move forward with that, but I'll
read it tomorrow.
I didn't see it. So
if we get it again, I'm saying.
Okay. Let's do some plugs here. Board, if we missed something from tonight's Raw that you want to talk about real quick, bring it up on the board. Let's do our plugs here. Tomorrow night, we got SmackDown coming up after Tuesday night SmackDown. Adam, anything special going on?
It's our go-home show. We're going to discuss the card for Sunday's Father's Day feature. And, of course, Kara's got character flaws. And we're going to just do a couple other little fun things. Okay. It's going to be a good time. And special tribute, doing a little bit of Batman trivia in honor of Adam West, one of my heroes.
He looked so good last time I saw him on Family Guy.
Yeah.
That's a horrible joke. I know.
Too soon for me.
Too soon. I know. He's a.
I'm still in mourning.
He's a Batman mark.
He's the one who got me into it. He's my first Batman.
Okay. Let's see. So let's plug Thursday, our takedown show where me, Golda, and Brian will talk a little highbrow talk about NXT, the weekly show. We'll see what's going to happen there. Just tune in and find out. Don't forget Sunday nights at 10 p.m. Now, this is on the BubbaArmyRadio.com. BubbaArmyRadio.com. 10 p.m. on Sunday nights. You can listen to a unique show called The Weekly Squash. We'll do a rewind from some of the segments from these shows, but there will be some unique content between whoever is on the panel.
We had a lot of fun last week.
We had a lot of fun. It was one of those shows where we can kind of just talk without being too production sheet driven and just have a conversation.
Just some real big topics for the whole week, kind of all jumbled together.
And please remember, it is 10 p.m. on Sunday nights. It is not one of those things. It's a streaming service, so it is not one of those that you can rewind. It's a live form, and then it's gone after it's gone.
And it's exclusive to them.
Exclusive to them. So BubbaArmyRadio.com. And just a plug here for next Monday night's RAWESOME show. We're going to debut a new segment that I am extremely excited about, and that is Latino Damas. Latino Damas.
¿Quién?
¿Qué?
I don't speak Spanish.
No, do Windows.
No habla español.
Okay, so that went down real quick.
Really? That's your plug for your segment, Vadine?
¿Quién?
Okay.
Wow.
Anything on the board
Great segment, bad promo.
For final thoughts or what we missed?
Well, go ahead and get Daniel Price here. Since Raw was mediocre tonight, I will end on a positive note. Thanks for talking to Josh and taking the time out of the show to try to help get indie guys get exposure. Good segment, guys.
Yeah, if you guys also,
Thank you, bud.
board members know anybody, let them know.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything else on the board?
Luke Birch, he only came in halfway through. Have you rented on the fucking bear? We did talk about it.
Yeah, we talked about it. I did not get the bear.
I did not get the bear.
He said the collab between someone on Marked Out Wrestling Podcast and the Wookiee on an episode of The Ropes. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Again, we'd absolutely love to work with the Wookiee. Just not for exposure necessarily, but because we like to work with other like-minded wrestling fans that like to do media.
Right.
So we look forward to that opportunity.
Big Brother Bruce, he wanted to clarify. His point was that the mid-carders in the past generations would be top talent today, referring to the email.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, 100%.
And that's what made the Attitude Era so special is those guys were treated that way.
Yeah. You go up and down the card, and it was everybody could hold their own at any position.
Yeah, and you didn't even care when, like, Hardcore Holly was fighting Mr. Perfect and there was no storyline behind it. You knew, okay, this is still going to be good.
Yeah, and speaking of Hardcore Holly, I mean, I could have seen a small little stint where Hardcore had the championship. I mean, he could have held it.
If he had stayed healthy, who knows? He could have been one of those guys.
Okay, well, there you go. So, final thoughts on the board. I see Daniel Price, since Raw was mediocre tonight, I will end on a positive note.
We already said that.
Oh, thanks for talking to Josh. Okay, sorry about that.
Repeat.
Okay, let's go final thoughts. We're going to start with maybe Medine. Maybe he has a final thought.
Earlier, it sounded like Rob was apologizing almost for the fact that we're an entertainment show to some audience out there, some demographic of the population apparently was not happy with the fact that maybe we're an entertainment show. I know that Rob reiterated the fact that it was for first-time listeners and he wanted to make sure that they knew what kind of show this was. But hey, if you've been listening for a while and all of a sudden it's not your kind of show, don't listen, okay? We don't necessarily do this because we want listeners. We do this because we enjoy it. And if you don't want to listen, that's cool too. We don't want listeners, but if you don't want to listen, don't listen. That's it.
Wow.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm kind of
agree
happy with the fact that we take the time to do this, and then people kind of shit on it.
I appreciate that. No, my motivation there was from one of our current listeners that they were saying, and I respect this listener. I like them very much, but what they were saying is that what we did in one segment on one of our analytical shows was much better than that crap you do, the theater and all that stuff you do on RAWESOME.
Yeah.
And somebody else said, the Bob and Rob show we did such a good job there that when we have 4 people on the show, we kind of get lost in each other. Right, and so neither one of those are bad comments. I'm not hating on those. I love both those listeners. I really appreciate them being around. But it did make me think. Hey, look, Mondays and Tuesday nights. That's our show where a small portion of the show is devoted to reaction, but the rest of it is us just having some fun as wrestling fans. So
that's the difference between our marked out universe. Each one we have the highbrow show with Takedown. We have Smart vs. Marks is going to get very analytical.
The weekly squash is going to be a very lowbrow show.
Very lowbrow.
It fits the demographic of the station.
Right. If anyone heard what Bob said last week, you would understand what we mean by lowbrow.
That was bad.
So then and I loved every second of it.
Let me rephrase what I said. Listen to the show that fits what you like.
There you go.
We have 4 different shows.
Choices. Something for everybody.
Yeah, we have something for everybody. So if Monday's not your day, maybe Thursday is. And if Tuesday isn't your day, which it probably isn't, then maybe
you're still mad I didn't draft your ass.
That is probably the Sunday show. We're all on it.
Medine got in DeLorean and went back and went to marketing school and came back real quick.
Regardless, what I'm saying.
Oh wait, yeah, we need people listening.
Exactly. There's a show for everyone. So listen to the show you like.
And that's what makes our universe great.
Even if we had no listeners, we would still do this show.
Yeah.
We did do it when we had no listeners. That's how it started.
Who was the first one that we
had Joker and fucking upload test. We had 2 people on the board, and we were like, every comment, thank God we got something here today.
Hey, we got 20 downloads on the podcast, guys.
Oh, we're so good.
Firewolf John Ramsey.
Yeah.
Firewolf, our first phone call.
Yeah, he thought we were, I don't know, he made me feel good. He was like, I can't believe you took my call. He was so grateful.
Like, we're nobody. Our stream fucking buffers 90% of the time.
Yeah.
All right.
Our sound effects wouldn't time right because they had to load. They'd play randomly.
Oh, wow.
God.
It was great.
Yeah, we were working with SM58s, if you know what that is.
No camera.
No camera, nothing. Stevie, final thought.
My final thought is get the damn table. I'm waiting.
Yeah,
maybe we do this on Money in the Bank Sunday.
What I'm kind of hoping is we can get
good weather outside.
I'm kind of hoping we get 250 really quickly. That way, because Kiera called 250, so we can get you and her and do a bam, bam, one table, next table. That's kind of what I'm hoping. So 250.
Right. I know what we could do. We could do the Authors of Pain spot. Where the double
hang them together?
Yes.
Yeah, cheers their asses.
I know I could lift either one of them.
Well,
anyway, I could lift Kiera up. She's small compared to us.
Yeah,
they're right, girl.
She's like 150 now. Kiera's all talking to George South today.
There's push for 250 now.
There you go, Kiera. You can use this bump to sell it to George South.
Yeah, Kiera was talking to George South today.
He loves Batman. If you want him to like you, talk about Batman. Batman is his shit.
That could be your gimmick. I'll be your manager. I'll do whatever you need. I will feed you so much Batman info, you'll be like his favorite.
Okay, get off Batman.
Come on, man.
So anyway, Kiera's talking to George South today about her training, so that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about that off the air.
I'm going to get my own show with just Batman talk.
Final thoughts. Okay, Adam, do a final thought, please.
My final thought, I was just fun invading tonight. Stevie, love you.
Yeah, it was fun tonight, I thought.
Fuck both of you. Why don't you go both find a small closet, act like it's a tornado drill, and just dig into each other.
Okay. Why don't you go to your room where the Rock poster's on the wall?
I don't have that room. Go take it down, Kara. Take it down now, goddammit.
Seth's on the other wall in case you face her differently.
I don't mind that one. Go ahead, Golden.
I really don't have anything. This show was kind of crappy. I'm just ready to get off the air and talk some more stuff. So,
okay,
their show.
Final thoughts on the board real quick. Kashmir, I watched Lucha Underground last week, and Johnny Mundo and the Mac put one hell of a match on. I love everything, every minute of it. P.S. Rob, that was so cool having Josh on it. I loved it. I'll get to that in my final thought. Let's see here. Final thoughts, Luke Birch. Final thoughts. Tonight was the first time I turned Raw off midway through since July 4th, so final grade is horrible. You know, not every show's for everybody, and this was not a great wrestling show. It had some good moments.
Do you think
an entertainment show?
Do you think they wanted to make sure because tomorrow's going to be such a I mean, they almost did a go-home show last week for SmackDown. Why don't they're going to do it again, and they didn't want to overhype them? I don't know. And they blew their wad in the opening segment.
Technically, tonight there were 10 matches.
Technically.
10.
Technically.
7 of them.
10.
No title.
10.
10.
There was a 10 count out, too, to finish it.
There was. Lots of 10s, Bob.
Hey.
So my final thought is going to be and it's going to be devoted all to Ramblin' Josh Vallon. I really do appreciate you coming on, letting us have some fun with you. I took a couple digs at you, but I meant that in an encouraging way. You know,
I loved his answers.
I did too. He was an old soul, young guy, and he obviously. And I'm telling you, watching that original video, you can tell that he put in the work for the craft that he loves. So as a no-name, unknown, indie kind of guy, fighting his way to get some kind of recognition, I am very happy that Marked Out Wrestling Podcast could provide you with at least a small stepping stone to get your name out there just a little bit.
And that's what this platform's for.
That's what it is. So, Josh,
kudos.
Thank you for being on there. Best of luck to you. And just remember, one day when you get to be big and you win the Progress Championship.
Progress.
Make sure you let everybody know. Hey, one time I got to talk to these guys I marked out, and
come back. Hey, no.
Oh, come back.
Come back on the show with the belt.
Yeah, there you go. Progress.
Cut a promo.
Progress. All right, so there you go. There's our show for this evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed it all the way through, or at least a part or two. For Madman Medine, Steve Awesome, Adam, Goldie, Kiera in the background yawning, and myself, mark out like no one is watching.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
Marked Out Podcast is recorded, edited, distributed, and marketed at U-Record Studios in Charlotte, North Carolina. For more information on optimizing your podcast for increased listenership, check out U-Record on Facebook, Twitter, and email sales@urecordstudios.com or visit the website www.urecordstudios.com.
Yes! 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 Yes!
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.
Go away, fat man.